Infinite Frontier finds Captain Carrot missing his world, thinking after this business with Batman is over he's going to go home and stay for a bit. He notices he's walked in on the room where Machine Head has taken off his helmet, apologizing, but Machine Head says sometimes he's got to let the man inside breathe and remind himself of why they keep the multiverse safe. Carrot says that the ship parts are all in Machine Head's lab as he puts his helmet back on again, having some thoughts on what brought Thomas Wayne to them. Captain Carrot asks if he's heard from President Superman, but Machine Head hasn't, worrying his investigation as taking him deep into unusual territory. Calvin and Thomas meanwhile arrive on Earth 23, where Thomas knows Calvin wasn't kidding when he said he was president. He wonders how he's gone from being the last son of Krypton to the commander-in-chief, but Calvin says it's a long story, which Thomas knows it always is. Courtney comes to see Calvin, telling him that he's been gone for almost 24 hours and they were concerned, but they kept the world running without him or Superman. Calvin is grateful as the woman asks who his guest is, but Thomas will only tell her that his name is Thomas. Calvin asks her to buy him one more day, but the woman says that members of Congress want him to talk about the Multiverse Awareness Act, and the press are asking questions about multiversal attacks, and his mother and father are calling about the man from their field. Courtney takes her leave, and Thomas says that she has a thing for Calvin as he activates his home away from home protocol, revealing the Oval Office is just his fortress of solitude. Calvin tells Kellex to run a search for Lex Luthor, knowing they've clashed many times over the years, and he's a man who's let hate blind him. Calvin knows that he was developing a way to travel between worlds in the multiverse with a transmatter symphonic array, but he never finished it. Thomas knows how Calvin is spying on his own parents, impressed with it, but Calvin says it was their idea and it helps them think that they are keeping an eye on him. Kellex says that based on past movements, there are 117 possible locations for Lex Luthor and he can narrow it down, but Calvin does the math himself in his head, narrowing it down to 10 locations and then only one location. Calvin knows that Lex will know he's coming for him, and Thomas knows they're walking into a trap, so it's good they brought their real suits with them. Changing and heading into Lex's desert base, Batman and Superman battle through his defenses, with Thomas asking if he's Superman and President, where is Calvin Ellis the man in all of this, and where is his family? But the hero asks Thomas the same question, since he hasn't spoken about his family since he crashed in the shuttle. Superman says that he can still take him home to Earth Zero and back to his son, but Thomas knows his family was taken away from him in his reality a long time ago. He remembers getting a glimpse of his family, but instead he ruined it, and he hurt his son in ways he cannot forgive himself for, and he doesn't want to see the damage he left behind. Soon they come across lead doors, which Superman easily rips away, finding Luthor's inner sanctum, hoping the villain won't make their questioning difficult. Batman notes that he is certainly obsessed with the multiverse as they find that Lex has been killed. Batman knows that this was recent as Calvin closes Lex's eyes, knowing that they could never have been friends, but he always wished that he would use his mind for something better. Batman discovers Earth 23's Lex was the one who designed the shuttles, and someone killed him for it. On Earth Zero, Cameron Chase tells Bones that this wasn't the deal, and she said that she would help investigate the truth about the changes in their reality. Bones says that that's what they are doing, and she saw how dangerous the multiverse is firsthand, and she's lucky Extract saved her from the fake Captain Atom exploding. Chase knows that Atom before blowing up said that Darkseid is, something Bones already knows about, asking if she trusts Atom or him. The two visit the captured Green Lantern and Obsidian, who demand to know where Jade is, as the rest of the JSA will come looking for them, and when he's freed, they'll drown him in darkness. Alan says that his son is right, and they can avoid a lot of trouble if they just release them and tell them where his daughter is. Extract says that she's sort of lost since she resisted and paid the price. The woman orders the heroes loaded onto their arc carrier since they are leaving in 90 seconds. Chase asks where Bones found Extract since she doesn't like her. Bones says that Extract understands what it's like when their whole world is ripped away from them. He asks if there's been any word from Hammond's ship, but Extract says that Hammond's ship should be at the location already, and she'll follow up his frequency and they will find him and what he's been up to, with the last word being that he got his hands on Roy Harper. Chase knows that Harper is dead, but Bones knows this is another reason Extract needs to hurry, but he won't say where they are going, saying that it's classified. Chase knows that this means deep dark garbage, but Bones hopes she understands, showing her holograms of the various versions of heroes and threats their reality has been under attack from, knowing often it's people from their world, but the most dangerous threats have been from outside and they cannot take another space-time event, and the heroes are doing nothing to prevent them, so he bit the bullet and made a deal, one that will ensure that they are protected from the rest of the multiverse, and once they are done, they will be safe. Chase asks from what, so Bones wonders if she even saw what Captain Atom was capable of. Chase asks if he knew he wasn't from that world, but Bones feigns ignorance, telling her that they have work to do, and she needs to trust him since they don't want to be on the ship when it takes off. Chase shoots Bones in the leg, saying that they are all going, as Bones begins shifting back to his previous villainous costume and form, saying that she doesn't understand and this is the place of endings and she has doomed them all. The ship jumps away as on Hammond's ship, Infinity Inc. confront the zombified Roy, reminded to be careful since he's a Black Lantern. Power Girl tries to stop the zombie, but Roy slaps her away with a construct, allowing Jade to try and combat with her own constructs, wanting to see how he handles the Starheart. Roy begins fighting back, taking over his own mind again as Jade recognizes him as Roy Harper, stopping the other team members as she tries to reach through to him again, saying that they were on the Titans and Outsiders together. She knows he isn't trying to fight them, he's trying to fight the Ring. She says that Roy is inside and she heard what happened to him, thinking that he was dead. She hugs her friend as Roy returns to normal, knowing that the Ring had other ideas for him, saying that every time he uses it, he turns into that zombie. Damage asks why he doesn't just take it off, and Roy thinks that that might be the only thing keeping him alive, and it showed him that his daughter was still alive and he needs to figure out where she is. He asks the team how they got into the bleed, learning that when Jade came back, the JSA was already scattered and they were trying to rebuild what they lost, so she wanted to plan a meeting to check each other's notes and just spend time together. When the group got together though, they were attacked by Extract, whose weapons teleported them away. In the chaos and confusion, Jade was hit by one of these beams, and it triggered something in the Starheart, which teleported her inside the bleed near one of the ships. Jade knows that they were trying to kidnap people from their world. Power Girl says that Jade helped them escape Hammond, but they have been lost in the bleed ever since. That is until Roy and the ship showed up. Jade says that Hammond isn't working alone since the multiverse was just restored and not everyone has all their memories back, and someone is taking advantage of that. She finds the ship is getting a signal from another ship, which delivers them a frequency to go to a secret location. Roy wonders what they do now, so Jade says that if these people want him and them, they're going to get them. She activates the ship, jumping them to Earth Omega. Looking over the world, Jade doesn't know what this is, but knows it's related to her father's work on the totality. Roy knows that the Ring showed him this place as well as Darkseid, surprising Atom Smasher, who wishes he had warned them earlier. Atom Smasher soon points at something as the team see Anti-Monitor's shadow demons all over the Earth. Flash meanwhile continues running on the device as Psycho Pirate demands he keep running. Atom Smasher knows this was a mistake coming here, wanting to go back to Earth Zero and get the Justice League, the Titans, and the rest of the JSA. Jade thinks he makes a good point when Roy's ring explodes with power as another ship smashes into them. The ship belonged to Extract and Bones, as Extract knows their frequencies collided, wanting to prepare for a rough landing as both ships smash into the Earth below. A Mayday call is sent out and Harbinger at the Hall of Heroes gets it, but silences it as Superman and Batman return. Calvin knows that this all started with Thomas, but Thomas knows he's nobody. Calvin says he's the remnant of a broken reality, and more than that, he's the father of a great hero, and maybe they have been looking at this all wrong, and they should be looking at him. They ask Machine Head if there is any word from the Flash, but they know he's nowhere to be seen. But the hero has almost rebuilt the shuttle, and with the specs that they sent from Lex Luthor's lab, they'll be able to finish it in no time, and they should have an idea on what it was and where it came from. Machine Head knows that Calvin's Lex did design the shuttle and the metal comes from his Earth, but Calvin knows Lex tried this before and failed, so someone outside of Earth 23 is helping him. Calvin asks Harbinger to show him any signs of multiversal travel since the multiverse was restored, but she denies his request, surprising him as Machine Head finds that quite unusual as well. Calvin and Kellex begin hacking into the system to try and get around Harbinger as he finds a message from Barry Allen of Earth Zero. Thomas meanwhile uses a computer terminal to show him Bruce Wayne, showing him various versions of his son from across the multiverse. As Calvin learns from Barry's message, Justice and Kana are to call an emergency meeting, wanting them to know that death follows them again. Thomas Thomas can see he didn't beat his son and he came back stronger with his family. Justice Incarnate soon arrive and Superman wants to call in the reserves along with all of Earth-Zero's Justice League. Thomas says that he tried to tell his son not to be Batman like a foolish and scared old man, and that was wrong of him since he's always Batman. Calvin says that they are going to Earth Omega as suddenly Thomas is blasted by Machine Head, who turns on his friends, saying that he's not sorry for this. He gets Harbinger to open the doors so they can welcome in their new guests. Captain Carrot asks why, so Machine Head removes his helmet, saying years ago Earth 8, his world, was invaded by an alternate reality of theirs, and they tried to fight their war in secret, but they lost, and for years he questioned how, and all the signs pointed to Earth 0. He says that he doesn't want to destroy the multiverse, he just wants to keep it separate so that there are no more crossovers between worlds, and ironically he wasn't the only one in the multiverse that wanted that. His team begin teleporting in as he knows that there were lots of people who feel the same way, and so they came together knowing that there must be a sacrifice to correct a great injustice. The Injustice Incarnate make their presence known, joining their leader to face against Justice Incarnate.